For today's activity, you're going to need the baggie that you brought home with you from school or that your grown-up picked up from school prior to the start of STEM enrichment. Your baggies look like this, and inside there are various materials. So what we are going to do right now is we're going to go through those materials to make sure that you have everything that you will need for today's experiment. In my baggie, I have the following materials: a plastic spoon, a foam shape. Your shape might not be this color, and it might not be this shape. You might have a blue triangle, you might have an orange square, you might have a rhombus, you might have a variety of different shapes and different colored shapes, but everybody will have a foam shape. A popsicle stick, a clothespin, a paper clip, a cork, a balloon. Your balloon might be a different color. Also, something to note, when I was packaging these materials up, I poured all of the balloons onto the floor. So all of the balloons have been on the floor of your school building. So you should not at any point take the balloon and put it to your mouth and try and blow it up. These balloons are dirty. My hands have also been all over them. So you do not want to put this anywhere near your mouth. Aluminum foil. You have a sealed baggie that contains iron fillings. Please do not open this baggie, leave it sealed. And then you have 3 separate items that might look like they're made out of the same thing or something similar, but they're all made out of different materials. The first is a copper washer, a steel washer. Your steel washer might be darker in color. Then we have an aluminum washer. Your steel washer might be darker in color. So if you have one washer that's light in color and one that's dark in color, or one that's silver and one that looks kind of black, the black one is your steel one. The other silver washer, if you have 2 silver washers in your baggie, is an aluminum washer. So our 3 washers are made out of 3 separate types of metal. You also have in your baggie this blue rectangle. Inside of this blue rectangle, you have 2 magnets. We just completed that Padlet activity where we identified things that we think that we already know about magnets. So our lab experiment for today is going to be to test out those thoughts. And what we're going to do is we're going to see what types of materials magnets are actually attracted to. So if you take a look at the assignment portion of this activity, you'll notice that you have a sheet that looks like this. It says predictions up top, and it says magnetic versus not magnetic. What we are going to do is we are going to identify the materials from our baggie that we believe will be magnetic and the materials that we believe will not be magnetic. We are not using our magnet for this portion. This is our prediction phase. We call it our hypothesis. So we are hypothesizing or guessing what materials we think will be attracted to our magnet and what materials we think will not be attracted to the magnet. When we're predicting, we're not testing. That comes later. So you're going to take your materials and you are going to look at them and think, will this material be magnetic? Will my magnet be attracted to it? If I think it will be, I would write in the magnetic section of my sheet my foam shape. If I do not think that it will be magnetic, I would write my foam shape underneath the not magnetic sign. You can also arrange these items in clusters. So all of my things that I think will not be magnetic, I can put on one side of a table and take a picture of that. All the items I think will be magnetic, I can put on a cluster on my table and take a picture of those, and then I can upload those pictures into my Seesaw account. This is an example of how that might look. All of the materials that I predicted would be magnetic are under the magnetic column. The materials I don't think are magnetic are under my non-magnetic column on my sheet. Another option for you would be to voice record what your prediction is. So if you don't want to write, if you don't want to take any photos, your last option is to hit the microphone in the corner of your Seesaw or your Schoology page and actually record your thoughts via the Record app. Once you've created your predictions and you've posted them onto your assignment activity, then you may take your magnets and you may begin testing out to see if your hypothesis or your prediction is accurate. If you have a material in your not magnetic column that turns out to be magnetic, switch it over, and vice versa. If you have a material in your magnetic column that proves to be not magnetic, so it's not attracted to that magnet, scoot it over to the not magnetic category. When you are finished with this portion of the experiment, either take a picture of the materials that you had that were magnetic versus not magnetic, or fill out the sheet on your Seesaw or Schoology page that has the results title on the top as opposed to prediction. So you have two pages. You have your prediction page, and then you have your results page. You're going to fill out your results page, once again, either using words, a picture, or that voice recording. And we're going to compare how our prediction and our results matched. Then we'll talk about the types of materials that all magnets are attracted to.